Hi there, I'll be doing a walkthrough on how to take your impression. Before you begin, make sure that you floss, brush your teeth, and wash your hands. After that, make sure that you read the instruction booklet front to back to make sure that you know the next steps in taking an impression. Be sure to have a tissue and a timer nearby since you'll be needing this throughout the impression process. Let's go ahead and begin. Inside of your kit, you will see two sets of tray. The orange tray are the larger tray and the blue tray are the smaller tray. You will also see two sets of putty, blue and white. You'll be using one tray to capture both your top and bottom teeth at the same time. Each tray has a top side and a bottom side. And just to make sure, the top side is higher than the bottom side. You also have to remember that once you start mixing the blue and white putty, it takes 90 seconds for you to mix it, place it in the tray, and bite down before the putty initially hardens. It's going to take 5 to 6 minutes for the putty to harden once you fully bite down. We would like to note that if you live in a warmer climate, it is recommended to place your putty inside the refrigerator 1 to 2 hours before taking your impression to delay the hardening process. Before you begin the impression process, the first step would be to pick which tray would fit your bite best. You want to keep two things in mind. You want to make sure that the tray that you pick captures your back molars and that your teeth are not hitting the side of the tray.
I'll go ahead and start with the small tray first, keeping the two things I've mentioned earlier in mind. The small tray does not capture the furthest back molars, and my teeth are hitting the sides. So I'm gonna go ahead and try the larger tray. The larger tray would be able to capture the furthest molars that I have, and my teeth are not hitting the sides of the tray. First, you want to try insert the tray sideways, pull one of our cheeks, and make sure that the handle is aligned with the tip of our nose. You want to bite down in one full motion and avoid clenching your jaw. Make sure that if there are any excess putty at the front, that you also push it towards your teeth. Remember, when you're taking the impression, avoid mumbling or moving, and remember to breathe through your nose. This will help with the gag reflex. You want to go ahead and repeat that process multiple times till you get the hang of it. Now we can start mixing the blue and white putty. Make sure that you have a timer set for 90 seconds for the initial process and 5 minutes for the hardening process. There's a trick on how you can take your putty outside of the container. You can use your impression tray and just pull it out. Now that we have our blue and white putty out of the tray, once we put them together, that's when we want to start the countdown of the 90-second timer. When you're mixing the putty, you want to do a push and fold motion. Pushing the putty together and fold it on top. Push it together and fold. You're going to repeat that process until you get one blue solid color. I'll go ahead and begin. Push and fold, push and fold. Repeat that process until you get one blue solid color. Now it's in one blue solid color. We want to roll it into a log shape. Split the putty in half. Roll it again. And now I'm going to be placing the putty onto the tray, making sure that all of the mesh lining is covered on the bottom. Now I'm going to go ahead and move to the top. Both of the mesh lining on the top and the bottom are now fully covered. Now I'm gonna go ahead and insert the tray. Once I insert the tray inside of my mouth, you wanna bite down naturally and begin the 5-minute timer. Once the 5-minute timer is done, you can now then take out your impression. Make sure that you rinse your impression, let it dry, and send photos to our impression team. It's important that you get good angles and clear pictures with good lighting of your impressions so our team can assess your impressions properly. Make sure that you send photos of the top in multiple angles as well as the bottom. Our team will get back to you within 24 to 48 hours with feedback, and then you can go ahead and take your second impression. And that's it! That's how you take an impression at the comfort of your own home. Thank you for watching.